Well, I didn't think I'd have to do a weather video tonight, but we got to talk about some of these rainfall totals out east now. Further west on the island, you were lucky to get a quarter of an inch. Most areas, the showers were just sprinkles, and you can see not a whole lot amounted. You got a tenth of an inch here. I mean, not really a whole lot of rain. Unfortunately for the Pine Barrens, not really all that much here. Well, this doesn't count what happened last night. That's the only thing. So I'd have to started at midnight, these numbers. You could see some quarter-inch rainfall amounts on the South Shore here. What we can do, we can change this one, I guess, and take a look at yesterday's last night's rainfall. Well, we'll go over it when we have the weather and hazards map. But I want to go further east because there was some really heavy thunderstorms that kept showers and thunderstorms that kept redeveloping over the North Fork and part of the South Fork. And once you got east of Riverhead, take a look at some of these rainfall numbers. How about 2.45 inches, 1.82 inches around Manitowoc, 1.52. So some areas really, that's stupid this didn't fall over the Pine Barrens, 1.59 in Cutchogue. So inch-plus amounts for much of the North Fork into Southold, too, over an inch as well. 1.25, 1.81 in Peconic. So really, really good rainfall amounts, and that kind of tapers off, so you can see the areas that got hit here. Shelter Island got almost an inch, but yeah, inch-plus amounts rainfall here out in the East End here. You can see some areas too, 1.2 inches. Around Sag Harbor, you got over an inch. That's probably going to be East Hampton too. Probably got. Let's see if we can get some readings. Yeah, around an inch in East Hampton, a half an inch in Springs. Looks like a half an inch around Beach Haven. Nothing for Napier, though. I think that's just a missing reading. But yeah, very interesting stuff. Very interesting what happened with the rainfall today. Again, very sparse. Most areas got nothing, but some areas did get hit, and we're going to look at that radar. And we're going to start in this afternoon because this is when the activity started developing. Around 2 o'clock this afternoon, you could see it was all along the North Shore. And then that kind of made it out to the North Fork here. And you could see some really hefty showers and even some thunderstorms out here. And you could see they weren't moving that fast, so they kept redeveloping. So it really added up to a decent amount of rain out in some of these areas out east. So at least somebody got into some of the rain. But for the rest of us, it was just sprinkles. I'll show you the clouds today. We just had, again, some large cumulus clouds. Nothing that got really too high. But there were some dark bases, and when we had some of these dark bases around, we had a couple of these sprinkles around. You could see the dark sky there. But yeah, you could see that we definitely had some of that around. There's dark sky right there. Yeah, so that's what we were dealing with pretty much. And this is what it looked like in the Hamptons, by the way. Get that dark cloud. That almost looks like a shelf cloud right there. So. That was Foster Beach. So let's take a look at some of these. I'm only going over the precipitation. We already discussed what the weather's going to be like this weekend. But let's go ahead and look at some of our, we'll do 36-hour precipitation here. So I'll kind of show you what some of these are. Unfortunately, there isn't one in Deer Park. Oh, there is 0.33. So they got something over in Deer Park. But most areas on Long Island did not get 0.21 in Rocky Point. So around a quarter of an inch in some parts of the Pine Barrens, depending on where you were, of course. But the real high amounts out east, 1.77. Yeah, these are where the higher amounts were. There aren't a whole lot of observation stations here, but just going over what we had for today with the rainfall. So that is going to wrap up this little video on today's surprise storm activity. A little more widespread depending on where you were, and there's one shower right off the South Shore. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for the rain, and our next chance won't be for a while. So be vigilant out there, and I'll be back Monday night. We'll talk about the next week when hopefully we'll get some rain chances because, like I said today, we just had some areas, at least some areas got something. So it's better than what I thought it was going to be, but still not nearly enough. We needed a lot more widespread activity today to really put a dent in this developing drought. So have a good night and enjoy the weekend.